Marvin.
Hello everyone and welcome to Game Time with your favorite uncle. I'm Horny Uncle Niner and today we'll be looking at Marvin's Mittens. General information. Marvin's Mittens is a 2D platforming game where you play as a small child by the name of Marvin. On one cold winter day, one of Marvin's mittens is taken. But don't worry, Marvin is then granted godlike powers in order to retrieve what is rightfully his. The game was made and published by Breakfall, a small indie studio based out of Canada, responsible for a couple other titles such as Starwall and Pizza Titan Ultra. The game was released back in 2014 and has only a few reviews, but very positive ones at that, with an 85 on Metacritic to back it up. Graphics and performance. Now I couldn't find what engine Marvin's Mitten uses. I'm under the impression that it might be their own game engine, but could see it being a Unity game, just the same. The game style is very unique to its own because it's hand-drawn. The game looks very much like a children's book come to life with animation. That style had a charm to it and was one of my favorite aspects of the game. The animations weren't the smoothest, but I felt that it was fitting, like when Marvin twirled in the air I was flipping pages in a storybook. There were no graphical options, so I was stuck in the resolution it started in, but I was getting anywhere from 40 to 60 frames, which surprised me a little as the minimum requirements for the game were low, and this game is quite old, but it didn't interfere with the gameplay, so no biggie there. It might just sit between there on all PC builds. Overall, I gave graphics and performance a score of 7. Gameplay and story. Marvin's Mitten is a casual 2D platformer where you collect snowflakes to jump higher and higher as you explore new locations in pursuit of getting your other glove back. The game has no fighting enemies and is overall a very relaxing experience. One thing that adds a little challenge to the game is when the day starts to come to an end, your mother calls you back to the house and you must start from the beginning again. This sounds tedious, but with the help of little elves, you can easily obtain shortcuts to get back to where you left off. The gameplay is very simple and jumping is satisfying and easy to master, which would make sense as I think this game is geared more toward children than anything. The story is very simple and I have already explained most of it and I won't spoil the ending, but it is about what you would expect from this game. What is nice is after you complete the game, you can keep playing and try to collect all the snowflakes and sketches if you haven't had your fill of the game. Overall, I gave gameplay and story a score of 6.5 out of 10. Music. Another one of my favorite aspects of Marvin's Mittens was its music. I felt it did a great job of capturing the mood of the game, going outside on a cold winter day to play in the snow. There are quite a few tracks to the game. I am not even sure if I even heard them all, but they all seem to be that of an orchestra style. The sounds of the game were not quite as prominent outside of Marvin's voice, which while it was well recorded and fits him quite well, was kinda getting annoying when you hear it with every jump. There are also some other slight sounds, like when he hovers and the snow crunching, which just adds a little bit extra to the game. Overall, I was pretty satisfied with the music and sounds of the game. I gave music a score of 8. Length, price, and replayability. The game took me 1.6 hours to beat. Time to beat says the average time is about 2 hours for the main story. If you're going for collecting all the snowflakes and sketches, I could see this game taking about 3 to 4 hours to beat. The game doesn't offer that much in replayability, as you will play in the same maps and are bound to explore every inch eventually. I don't see myself coming back to this game anytime soon, but I did enjoy my initial playthrough. The game is priced at $6 on Steam and can be found on G2A for about $1. I could see myself buying this game for around $3 at most, but don't see a problem with the $6 price tag. If you can snag the game for $1 and are looking for a relaxing platform experience for a short period, this is a pretty good pick. Overall, I gave length, price, and replayability a score of 5. Recommendations. If you are looking for a casual 2D platformer, there are quite a few options out there. Here are a few of my favorites. Ibb and Obb. Now this game is exclusively a 2-player, but it's a lot of fun. The style is neat and there are some minor puzzle solving required, but it's overall a calm experience. Now this one is a very old game and also has enemies, so it's a little less on the relaxing side, but it's one of my favorite platformers to this day. None other than Fancy Pants Adventures. You should be able to play this for free as a flash game online too, so if you haven't played it, I would definitely recommend it.
Oh no, my mom's
Summary.
calling. I have to go home.
Marvin's Mittens is a very charming game that's music and art captivates the feeling of playing outside in the snow as a kid. The gameplay is simple and satisfying and just long enough to keep your attention through its short but sweet playtime. Overall, I gave Marvin's Mittens a score of 33 out of 50. Thank you all for sitting around with me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Adios.